the judge's voice ripped through the hushed courtroom, a sharp, humiliating command: strip off your Medal of Honor. Judge Raymond Coulson, a man who had built a career on public shaming, believed he held all the power. But he had no idea that the black general he sought to disgrace had spent 6 meticulous months preparing for this very moment. Cameras were rolling, evidence was live, and in less than an hour, Coulson's 27-year reign of judicial tyranny would crumble. He had humiliated countless individuals in his courtroom, but in ordering General Lorraine Harris to remove her Medal of Honor before a packed gallery, he had chosen the wrong target. "This is a courtroom, not a parade ground," he sneered, his eyes fixed on the gleaming metal pinned to her chest. "Take it off now." Lorraine Harris stood statuesque in her dress uniform, 3 stars catching the harsh courtroom lights. She wasn't the accused. She was there voluntarily to champion the widow of a fallen soldier whose death benefits were being unjustly denied. With a calm that belied the tension, she spoke, her voice clear and resonant. "This medal isn't for display, Your Honor. It's for sacrifice. I wear it for the men and women who never came home." Coulson's lip curled in disgust. "If you don't remove it, you'll be removed." A ripple of murmurs spread through the gallery. Veterans, their faces etched with quiet fury, began to stir. An elderly black Marine rose silently, then another and another. Within 10 seconds, the courtroom was filled with standing veterans, a silent, powerful testament of solidarity. Lorraine didn't flinch. She didn't leave. Instead, her fingers subtly brushed the collar of her uniform, where a hidden microphone had been recording every word since she entered. Her team, strategically positioned in a nearby federal building, was already live-streaming every insult, every illegal command. This wasn't merely a courtroom appearance, it was a meticulously laid trap. General Harris had engineered this confrontation over half a year, after uncovering Coulson's pattern of denying over 24 death benefit claims, almost exclusively involving Black or Latino soldiers. "I served 24 years, sir," she stated, her gaze steady, locking with Coulson's. "But I never fought as hard on the battlefield as I've had to fight for justice back home." Coulson pounded his gavel, a desperate sound. "Security, remove her." The bailiff hesitated, caught between the judge's fury and the palpable tension in the room. Lorraine calmly turned to the tearful widow beside her, "Mrs. Bradley. Mrs. Bradley, your husband died a hero and today he gets his justice." At that precise moment, the back doors burst open. Retired Colonel Marcus Lane strode in with purpose, flanked by a phalanx of civil rights attorneys, federal agents, and a federal court observer from D.C. "This proceeding is now under federal review," he announced, his voice cutting through the silence as he presented a court order. "Judge Coulson, you are under investigation for systemic discrimination and abuse of power." Coulson's face drained of all color. The civil rights lawyers, armed with binders overflowing with hundreds of pages of testimony, recorded audio and transcripts, moved forward. As cameras flashed and gasps filled the gallery, federal agents escorted a stunned Coulson from the bench, his career in ruins. As he was led away, Lorraine Harris stepped to the podium he had once commanded. She faced the audience, her voice ringing with conviction. "For too long, power has been used to humiliate those who've sacrificed everything. But today that cycle breaks. Not with a gun, not with anger, but with proof." Cheers erupted. One by one, the veterans in the gallery saluted her, not for her rank, but for her unwavering resistance, for standing her ground when it mattered most.